Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. No mai, haere mai, and greetings, everybody. My name is Cheryl Adamson, and I'm the General Manager of the Parnell Business Association. Thanks for listening to another episode of Eco Bites, short and sharp topical conversations in the eco space, 8 to 10 questions, one presenter, released monthly. More and more, we find that consumers are prioritizing beauty products that care for their skin and the planet. And sustainable beauty brands have in turn had to transform their industry. Sustainable beauty trends, whether that be eco-conscious packaging, natural ingredients, or cruelty-free formulas, are driving brands to adopt greener practices. In addition, of course, they can provide a competitive edge, helping them attract environmentally aware customers and build a brand that resonates with today's conscious consumers. Today's EcoBite features one of these companies. And of course, we always love featuring a sustainable Parnell business wherever we can. So it gives me great pleasure today to feature Anihana, a family-owned and operated New Zealand business that promises premium body and hair care that is sustainable, safe, fun, and affordable for everyday people. So let me now hand over to Bridget Peach, who's a board member of the Parnell Business Association and our sustainability champion, to formally introduce and interview Sophie Cooper, founder of Anihana, who have their labs in Axis building in Parnell. So over to you, Bridget.
Kia ora, ngā mihi nui. Thank you, Cheryl. And welcome, Sophie. It's so fantastic to have you here for this kōrero and conversation about Anihana, what you do, and wider sustainability. So thank you. We met earlier this year, and I really resonated early on with what you said in terms of that your product through and through is good. Both in what it achieves and how it's made, packaged, and what it includes as well. And since that time, I've been a personal big fan of Anihana, so I'm so glad you introduced that to me. So thank you very much. I guess to kick things off, we'd be really interested to hear from you a bit about yourself and your company and what Anihana does.
Hi, yeah, thank you for having me. I'm Sophie. I'm founder of Anihana. Anihana makes fun and sustainable hair, bath, and body products. As a brand, we're just about 3.5 years old, but I started it's over 8 years ago when I bought a soap factory when I was 8 months pregnant. So I guess our main mission is to make people smile and feel good with the products, because being a busy mom and trying to run a business, it was kind of my relaxation at the end of the day, to jump in the bath and relax and just escape for a little while. So that's kind of our main mission. But then we see these products don't fun and sustainable products don't have to be boring. So we kind of see the sustainability and the good ingredients as our added bonus as well.
Oh, that's so cool to hear. I really enjoy the value of making people smile and having that as a mission. I think that's fantastic, and also can really appreciate the bath time as a shower as a space to kind of relax and decompress, and the real value it adds to our lives to have those that component of relaxation. So that's super cool. I guess in the inverse of relaxation, I'm interested to know, in terms of sustainability, is there something that kind of keeps you up at night, or what's something that you've been thinking about lots in that space?
Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, I kind of, as a business owner, I just have to know that everything we are doing is the right thing. We kind of include sustainability as in every decision we make, and as long as I guess we know that we're constantly improving, because you can't be perfect straight away. There's a lot of kind of things that go into, like, sometimes you might not have enough cash to be able to do everything you want straight away and grow sustainably as well, and that's super important. I do kind of think about a lot of other big businesses that say all these things and don't actually do it, but there's not a lot I don't think there's a lot you can do as a business owner apart from, I guess, not purchase that product. I think consumers have the best voice in terms of how they spend their money is a big thing. So I can't really do much about. Sorry, I'm babbling now. I can't do much about that apart from, I just not have to know that we're doing the best we can as a business.
Yeah, I love that. That's really cool. Really cool to hear. We can control what we can control and take steps in that space to keep moving. And I think you do that fantastically. So that's really cool.
Yeah,
I guess
that's what I was trying to say.
That probably leads on to you say that there is a vision to kind of look forward. Do you have are you able to share some of the details about what might be coming next, or what areas you're looking into more and more for your business?
Yeah, so we've developed like a 3-year sustainability roadmap. We're just coming to the end of the first year, and it's about making little steps and what you can afford to do, and it's taking it step by step. I guess we have kind of 7 main goals over those 3 years, which kind of go off the SGD, Sustainable Development, SDG, sorry, getting my words mixed up. So aligning with those UN goals, and like how we can contribute to them without having a negative impact on the others. So yeah, there's a lot of alignment there with our business and what the UN are trying to do. And yeah, it's just we're a small team as well, so it's having the resource to do all these things is quite difficult sometimes. So we're just doing as much as we can. But yeah, we've made some good progress this year. And your help with getting our, towards our B Corp and helping us with all the office stuff, because you guys are doing amazing things too. So it's been super helpful.
I guess it's I wanted to dig into that a little bit more, because as you say that that 3-year alignment and looking to relate to the SDG UN goals and 7 different areas. With the small team, it's awesome to see. So I'm interested to understand what is that main driver? What really drives you in the business to do what you do?
I just think every business should be doing this. It didn't really cross my mind not to do it. Like, I think you can do little things as you go, and it's not that hard. Like, it never really crossed my mind to not try and do better. It's just kind of been in me this whole time, just for that drive for that constant improvement, not just in sustainability, but we've kind of split it into 3 pillars, so people, product, and planet. People is a really important one for us, making sure the health and well-being is of our employees and people that use our product. So I think when people think sustainability, they think of climate change and carbon footprint, and that is important, but there's a lot more to it. And there's a lot of things. Our product is naturally sustainable in compostable packaging and uses ethically sourced ingredients. So I mean, that's kind of the easy part for us. And then the planet one is kind of, I guess, the one where it's a little bit harder for us, because you need a lot of time, resource, money to kind of commit to a goal of carbon neutral by 2028. And it is one of our goals, but it's probably going to take a bit longer for us. And it's not necessarily the doing it, it's the tracking and all that kind of time that goes into figuring it out.
Absolutely, I do. And do you think that resource and time component is something that holds other people or businesses back from action, or is there other areas that you think hold people back from jumping on board and taking action?
I definitely think that's an issue. I think kind of also a lot of these things can be quite expensive as well. And when you're a fast growing business and your cash flow is pretty poor, you kind of have to, like, sometimes you have to focus on being a sustainable business before you can do good. So, some of those things have to come later, and you can help do better when you have, a sustainable business that's making money. You can make a difference. So it's a bit of a balance, I think. And also education as well. I think there's a lot of information out there, but I think a lot of businesses kind of struggle with where to start and how to do it.
Totally. So looking, I guess, at the wider industry, does the beauty industry have support and sustainability initiatives and goals that you can look into or not, and you're really needing to push and sector?
I think there's a lot out there. Everyone kind of has their own big goal. I know a lot of the big retailers we're in the US, like Target, have big lofty sustainable goals, and it's hard to kind of align to all of them. So that's why we're kind of just focusing on ourselves and doing our own thing. I also think a lot of these big goals get changed and pushed back and things like that. So as long as we're doing the right thing, then yeah, I'm happy. Oh, I can't hear you.
Spread the direction too wide, and it becomes really hard to actually, focus on meaningful action for you and your business in Aotearoa. So I think that's great to really land on what resonates and keep driving that.
Yes.
I guess, who do you think is, do you have any examples of people you think are really leading in this, and whether that's your industry or outside? Who do you look at and go, yeah, that's good?
I actually think there's a lot of small New Zealand businesses doing amazing things. Like, we share an office with Compostic, and they're amazing. They do compostable, like Glad Wrap and Ziploc bags. Also, on the world stage as well, we work with an awesome business called Cleanery, and they make some of our sachets. They make like cleaning concentrates, and it's in a powder, and I think what they're doing is kind of making sustainable products that isn't so hard to switch to, because the consumer at the end of the day is only, it's not super expensive, it's not a huge switch in terms of how they use the other products, so they're making it easy for them to make the switch. And products that work as well, that's really important. So yeah, heaps of businesses in New Zealand doing amazing things like that.
Oh, I love to hear that you've got a little hub going on where you can engage with others doing similar things in different industries, and going, direct to that consumer to be able to change the impact without, the action being a necessarily huge challenge for them. I think that will really motivate big change. So
yeah, there's an awesome community in New Zealand of business owners, and yeah, it's just great to get hear what they're doing. And Cleanery have done their B Corp, so they're very keen to help out and see, they're just really cool businesses.
Awesome. And so, to finish, I'd like to ask if there's one piece of advice for businesses. We've obviously got lots of other Parnell businesses listening in. What would it be that you would offer?
I would say to start small and little steps. Like, I'm big ambassador for like continuous improvement. Like, you don't have to be perfect straight away, so little steps, like one small change, can make a huge difference. And and having that, your team behind you, like, get them involved as well, is really important. And networking, like finding that group of people, like other businesses to talk to, has really helped me as well.
Amazing. Oh, well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate that. Love to hear all of what you're doing. So thank you again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.